YouTube is Pokemaster88 bringing you team preview week number 2 for the SPDA Luxury Ball Division. So this week we're playing Adam and his Machesi Park Slowpokes. We are coming off a big win last week. Adam and his Slowpokes did lose, so we're 1-0. They are 0-1 respectively. With that being said, let's just hop right into the matchup. So, we have the matchup. My opponent has a very, very good team. Looks like it's powered by Electric Rain. It's got the Pincurchin. I don't know why I said Pincurchin first, but it's got Pincurchin, Valiant, Bundle, which can really benefit well from Electric Rain. He's got good speed with the Ogerpon. Great offense also coming from Ogerpon. He's got great bulk with Annihilate and Ting Lu. Great Terra Captains with the Revavroom and Cyclazar. Fairy, Fire, and Grass are amazing for Revavroom. We got the he's got the Fairy, Ghost, and Dragon on Cyclazar. Very interesting, right? And then he's got Defog on Braviary, pretty offensive mon, and then Lycanroc there. Pretty good team there for my opponent. Our team, we got the hard-hitting offensive threat Latios, which honestly goes very well into his team, right? Except the only thing we really can't break is Ting Lu. It's gonna take a team effort to get through that Pokemon. Sterilege does force Iron Valiant to run Shadow Sneak or Shadow Ball to threaten me, or else, you know, a Bitter Blade into Shadow Sneak probably knocks out Valiant. Ogerpon can't really hit Sterilege outside of Knockoff and Stomping Tantrum, so I'm assuming he'll have one or the other to hit Sterilege. And we got great bulk with my Milotic and Donphan. Donphan's our primary spinner, our primary rocker. We got a great offense and bulk coming from Tingaton. We got great wall breaking from Palmot and Staraptor and Sterilege. So I think our team is very, very cool. We got awesome Terra Captains in Palmot and Vileplume. I think Electric, Flying, and Ice are very cool on Palmot. I think I might drop the Ice for fighting after this week to power our Mach Punches, but you know, let's start our week 3. And then we got Vileplume with the Water, the Fire, and Fairy. So very, very cool here. I think on paper, I don't know who the matchup favors more. I think it's gonna come down to who plays their team better. And yeah, man, I'm really expecting pretty much the first 3. So I'll say Valiant, Ogerpon, and Bundle plus Cyclazar. That's 4, and then you have like Annihilate, and then like Captain Revavroom, right? Because you only have one spinner, and I don't think you're gonna bring Defog this game, especially over Cyclazar. So yeah, man, with that being said, let's just hop into what we brought and why, starting off with our Terra Captain Palmot. Now I don't plan on tearing this thing, right? But if I have to tear this thing, I will tear this thing. We are max attack, we are max speed, we're adamant. This still allows us to outspeed Revavroom if it's max speed. And we are a Mach Punch because it hits everything on the team except for Valiant and Braviary, but we can just double shock the Braviary, and that's the end of that. And then close combat is for Ting Lu, and then Nuzzle is for if we're ever in front of Revavroom, we Nuzzle it. And then we are Assault Vest because Hydro Pump from Iron Bundle kills us from full, like always. So if he specs, there's a 7% chance for us to die to Hydro Pump, but if he's not, we can always live the Hydro Pump from Iron Bundle. So that is Palmot, and yeah, we are moving on. We got our boy Greninja. We are max special attack, max speed. We're timid battle bond. We had enough speed to pretty much outrun Cyclozar because we have to be max for Cyclozar or else we actually get outsped. We are Water Shuriken, Surf, Dark Pulse, and Ice Beam. Water Shuriken picks off weekend River Rooms if it's not like Terra Grass. Surf hits everything on the team for neutral or super heavy damage. Dark Pulse, same thing, right? We hit everything on the team with Dark Pulse, except for a Terra Fairy, Cyclozar River Room, and a Tinglu, but we have Water Staff to hit those guys respectively. And then Ice Beam is for Cyclozar. So if Cyclozar wants to come in and thinks he could beat us, we have Ice Beam. Because I had Sludge Wave there initially to hit Ogerpon, but I felt like we get the chip on Ogerpon, we can just come in and surf and kill it. And we are Life Orb to maximize our damage output. So this is Greninja this week. He is gonna be a late game win con if we can position this thing properly. So yeah, welcome aboard Greninja. We are going to need you this week. So moving on, we got our boy Donphan. We are rocking 168 HP, 240 defense, and we are running 100 attack. This is kind of a bulky offensive Donphan. This is going to help deal with Tinglu. This is going to help deal with Pincurchin. Granted, he doesn't try to scald us on the switch. We are Impish 30, of course. Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin, and Ice Spinner. Earthquake hits the whole entire team except for Braviary. Stealth Rocks, because of Stealth Rocks. Rapid Spin, because you're my only spinner this week. And Ice Spinner is to remove any kind of electric terrain. I was really tempted to put Roar here. I had Endeavor here, I had Roar here, but I opted to go with Ice Spinner, which still does a decent chunk to Tinglu. So yeah, there is our Donphan for this week. And Melodic, we are 232 HP, 76 defense, 200 SPDA. This is gonna help us with shipping Tinglu. We can one-shot Iron Bundle with Miracle. Skull is to kind of just chip everything and recover, because yeah, we're gonna keep our Milotic healthy. And then Dragon Tail is to face out any sweepers like River Room and Valiant, perhaps. Well, it is a fairy type, so yeah, we won't be phasing out Valiant, but we will be chipping it with Scald, and then probably putting it in range of my my Vileplume. Spoiler alert, Vileplume is definitely coming. So that is my load this week. We are Flame Orb to kind of boost our physical defense, so we can take hits from Valiant if it's special, or even if it's mixed, a bit better. If it's like mixed close combat with Moonblast, us being almost Spadef and Marvel Skill, we should eat any hit from Iron Valiant. So Milotic, you're going to be our defensive wall here, and your job is primarily to chip the team. So moving on, we got our second Terra Captain, Vileplume. Yeah, it's pretty much max HP, max defense. This thing is primary here for chipping down Tinglu, chipping down River Room. We are Bold Nature Effect Spore. Giga Drain hits everything on the team except for Braviary and Cyclozar. We have Sludge Wave that just OHKOs Iron Valiant. Trailblazerz is here for River Room and Leech Seed, because you don't have any mon that wants to switch into a Leech Seed. And my team can and will appreciate the recovery. So Vileplume, if we see Ogerpon, you are 100% our lead. If not, well, I have not thought about that. So that is Vileplume for this week, and we are moving on to our boy Latios. Latios is max special attack, max speed. We are Modest Choice Scarf, and Luster Purge blows up Annihilate. However, there is a chance for Annihilate to live if it's got any kind of HP and SPDA investment. It needs to be heavily invested to take this move. Flip Turn is primarily for the Ting Lu switch, and Aura's for also his Ting Lu, and then Trick also triples Ting Lu if my opponent is willing to keep making that switch. And yeah, pretty straightforward Latios set this week. And we are moving on. And we have our keys to victory. So first, figuring out the Terra on River Room is paramount. We need to figure out, are you grass, are you fairy, because we do have ways to hit you. The hard part is stopping this thing from setting up and getting out of control and hitting me with the stab and coverage options. We have a very hard time switching to Iron Bundle. So if I don't see Ogerpon, but we see Iron Bundle, we leave Milotic, and we're gonna try to get him to go for a Freeze Dry, so we can knock it out with Mirror Coat. And then Battle Bond Greninja is our late game win con, so depending on how we're able to position this Greninja, we can actually end up snowballing through the rest of my opponent's team if everything goes well. So yeah, man, with that being said, wish your California Trailblazers big luck. We are going to need it. This is a brand new league with a very familiar opponent, so it should be a fun one. And with that being said, Pokemaster is out.